All right, welcome back. The resin from the previous pour has hardened, and I have an 1/8 inch downcut end mill in the spindle right now, and just doing a large pocket of the inside of the dinosaur's body.
All right, so that worked out pretty well. So I'm going to pull out the. I was a little bit worried I might dislodge a couple of these pieces, but I think the epoxy really helps to stabilize the MDF. I don't know that that would have survived if it was just straight MDF. Certainly, some of those pieces were pretty small.
So now that that roughing pass is done, I'm going to load up a 1/32 inch end mill and do the detail pass. Unfortunately, you're going to see that that detail pass didn't work out as well as I was hoping, and I'm going to end up breaking a bit in just a second. Right there. So I'm changing the broken bit out for a new bit, and I'd like to say that everything ran perfectly fine after that, but it didn't. I proceeded to snap at least one more bit.
Okay, so that worked out much better. So yeah, going from an 1/8 inch bit down to a 1/32 bit was just, it was too much, or at least in my world, that seemed like too much. I probably could have gotten the feeds and speeds down, but arguably it would be faster to run the machine a little bit faster, but run like 3 passes, so an 1/8 down to a 16th down to a 32nd, than it would be to run an 1/8 and then run the 32nd slow enough to not snap the bit. Live and learn. Unfortunately, I broke my 2 longer reach 32nd, 1/32 inch bits. All right, so my epoxy right now of choice is this kit by Let's Resin. It's been a pretty good value. I don't do a ton of clear epoxy. I've heard it comes out quite clear, which is great. But it comes in a nice kit from Amazon. It comes with some color tints and some mixing cups and whatnot, and I just find it quite easy to work with. So I'm going to mix some of this up with their cyan blue tint, So this is, again, part of what comes in the kit, which is great. And we're going to do the main body. I'm going to do the spines here in the purple that the name's in. And I'm going to do the rest of the body in the blue. I'm hoping to make these feet pieces just a little shade darker, so I'll probably mix a little bit of black in here. Yeah, so that is my current plan. So I'll get that started and get that pour done. All right, so I've got that pour done. As I'm still kind of learning, I I overestimated how much epoxy I actually needed, and I've got a fair bit of leftover right now. So this is one area where I'd like to get a little bit better. I know with some of the river table stuff and whatnot, there are calculators to help with the amount. I just find with the small projects, it's harder to figure out how much you need. I did see one guy that used rice and then a small vacuum. So he poured rice into the area that he was going to pour, and then sucked up the rice with a little vacuum, and then dumped the rice into a measuring cup to see how much resin he needed, and then made just a little bit more. So it was a way to estimate reasonably quickly without a lot of resin waste, which is nice. So I might adopt something like that. I did unfortunately get a little bit of bleed over when I poured the purple. It bled over onto the blue. I am planning to surface it once it's done. So I do have one more carve to do, and that's the outline here in between. We'll see if that, again, is a good idea or a bad idea. So once this dries, I will carve this part, and then I'll fill that in with a white color, and then I'll do a profile cut on the outside to cut it out. So that's the overall plan anyways, and then we should be done. So this will need to cure for at least 24 hours before I run the next carve. But yeah, a couple things that I need to work on. One, like I said, should I have waited in between the blue, like poured the blue and then poured the blue, the purple in about, an hour or two when it had more of a chance to dry. I'm hoping I don't get much bleed through from the purple to the blue. But I don't think, if I touch it more right now, I think I will end up with problems. So I'm going to leave it as it is, and yeah, we'll keep going with that. I think that was all my learnings for now. So hopefully I can come out here tomorrow and get the outside profile done so that I can get the next one poured and then surfaced and then cut it out. And then we should be close to done. Awesome.